Another sci-fi guy here, and today we're continuing our review of Babylon 5. We're looking at Season 1, Episode 7, which I forget the name of right off the top of my head. Anyway, Season 1 box set. I really like this one. We have basically two plots going on in this one. The first one is a look at the Home Guard, which is kind of this Earth-based movement to keep Earth pure, keep aliens out. They think aliens are having too much influence on Earth culture. So basically it's a parallel to prejudice, and even in modern society today, but especially in our past, and how prejudice can lead to very bad things. It's alright. I do think one of the actors, one of the ones who plays the worker who is being interrogated by Garibaldi at one point, I don't think it's the actor's fault, but I think the performance isn't good because it seems too one-dimensional. He's kind of this character that really doesn't like aliens, and that's pretty much all there is to him. And he kind of strikes me as that type of villain that just twirls the mustache and is not good and just blames aliens, because that's all he does is going about aliens. Stinking aliens taking everything, or you're just an alien lover, right? And it falls kind of flat. I don't know if it's the performance, the way it's written, or a combination of both, but that is, I think it's very detrimental to the episode, because people just, in general, aren't really like that. They're usually more subtle, like one of the other characters is. One of the other characters is one of those that kind of talks honey, but is rotten in the core, which is more accurate to real life with how a lot of people are with that. We also get another plot involving Londo, and if you've seen my reviews, y'all know I love Londo Malari. His assistant, Vir Kodo, two of his relatives want to get married, but their families have arranged marriages set up for them, because the Royal Centauri do that a lot. They do a lot of arranged marriages, but they don't want to marry the arranged marriages. They want to marry each other, and so they escape to Babylon 5 and try to get Vir and Londo to help, and Londo is not too pleased because he's having to deal with their families over this. And I love Londo. There's one scene in particular how when the younger couple are talking about how when they marry they want it to be for love, and Londo's response is, "Love? What does love have to do with marriage?" And I absolutely love that, because just the genuine sincerity and the way he says that is absolutely hilarious. It's one of those things where every time I watch it, I have to rewind it and immediately watch it again, because it strikes me as so hilarious. I love Peter Jurassic. I've seen him in other things. I've always liked him in every role I've seen him play, but this is my favorite one, and he just nails Londo so good. And it's a serious situation that the way he does it is amusing to the audience. Even when he talks about how that the Centauri people, it's tradition, the arranged marriages is how they keep the houses strong, and they require sacrifices. And then he points at a picture of his 3 wives. Great sacrifices. And then later when he's talking to just Vir about arranged marriages, he points at the picture of his wives. Look at my wives, and he calls them pestilence, famine, and death. Arranged marriages, everyone. But it worked out. Knowing they're there on the home world is what keeps me here, 75 light years away. I love Londo. It's very humorous, even though it's not a humorous situation. But then Londo also gets his chance to have some really sincere moments, like the whole speech he gives Vir about the "my shoes are too tight" speech that he gives Vir at the end. It's very touching, and I think something that us watching it as viewers can relate to, especially as we get older. I'm considerably older than I was the first time I saw that episode, and I can kind of feel where he's coming from in that speech a lot more so than I could first time I watched it. And then we also get a little background on Ivanova. We meet a guy she used to date, and so it's kind of nice to see somebody she was close with once, and kind of nice to see her soft and open up. And we find out the reason they didn't work out was because she puts her career first, and she got an opportunity to advance her career. And Ivanova's career means a lot to her. So we get a little backstory on her there, and it's nice to see all the decisions she makes in the episode. Sinclair gets to have a little fun, kind of find out what's going on with the home guard, as they're called, the prejudiced people. And then we find out exactly how big the home guard's plans are. And they actually had some pretty big plans in motion that Sinclair's got to try to stop. And this is another episode that's got some great foreshadowing, because things with the home guard and prejudice toward aliens is also going to play into the series later. So we're kind of getting a first touch of that now, and I enjoyed seeing that. So the episode is a good one. I enjoy it. It's not an episode that's essential to the series, as in you have to see it. It's not one of those game changers like the next episode is, but it's a really good one, and I really enjoyed it. So that's basically it. It's a fun episode. I like it. Don't forget to click the like button. Don't forget to subscribe for more great sci-fi content. Don't forget to check out my other channel, Prowl1701, PROWL1701, where I review high-end lightsaber hilts, and most importantly, thank you for watching.